The Princess and the Frog. One warm night in New Orleans, two little girls listened to a story about a princess who kissed a frog and turned it back into a prince. Little Charlotte said she would gladly kiss a frog to become a princess, but her friend Tiana declared, "There is no way in the whole wide world I would never kiss a frog. Yuck." Tiana didn't dream about becoming a princess. Instead, she dreamed of opening up a restaurant in the old sugar mill with her daddy. That night, Tiana wished on the evening star for her restaurant, though her dad told her she would need to work hard to help the wish to happen. He also told her to remember what was really important: the people you love. Tiana did work hard. When she was 19, she had almost enough money to buy the old mill. Sadly, her father hadn't lived to see their dream come true. Charlotte's dreams were about to come true too. Her wealthy father had invited Prince Nevin of Maddalona to a costume ball. "My prince is finally coming," she cried. Tiana agreed to bake pastries for the ball, earning the rest of the money for her restaurant. Meanwhile, Prince Nevin was enjoying New Orleans. His grumbling servant Lawrence reminded the playful prince that he needed to marry a rich girl or find a job. After all, Nevin's parents refused to give the prince any more money because he was interested only in having fun. Nevin and Lawrence wound up in the company of a magician named Dr. Flacker, who used cruel magic to cast a spell on the prince and turn him into a frog. That night, as the costume ball, Tiana was sad. The sugar mill was being sold to someone else for more money than she had. She wished again on the evening star for her restaurant, even though she didn't think it would work. Then Tiana spotted a frog. "I suppose you want a kiss," she said, not expecting an answer. But the frog replied, "Kissing would be nice." "Yes," screamed Tiana and ran. The talking frog followed her, explaining that he was really Prince Nevin. If Tiana kissed him, he would be turned back into a prince and help her dreams come true. Reluctantly, she kissed him. In a flash, things changed, but not the way Tiana had expected. Now she was a frog, too. The frogs escaped from the party, and that made Dr. Flacker very unhappy. In order to carry out his plan with Nevin's servant, Lawrence, the evil magician needed the real Prince Nevin. Earlier, Flacker had given Lawrence a magical charm that made Lawrence look like Nevin. The fake prince attended the party to meet Charlotte, hoping to marry her. Then Lawrence and Flacker would split her fortune. But if they didn't catch the real Nevin, the magic in the charm would run out. Meanwhile, Tiana and Nevin had landed in the swampy bayou. Because Tiana wasn't a real princess, her kiss hadn't broken the spell. Luckily, they met a mad, music-loving alligator named Louis. He told them Mama Odell knew good magic and might be able to help them. Ray, a friendly firefly, lit the way to Mama Odell's place. As they traveled, the two frogs had some eye-opening experiences and became friends. Tiana taught Nevin about hard work, and Nevin taught Tiana about having fun. When the friends met Mama Odell, she knew what they wanted to be, but told them they had to figure out what they needed. "We need to be human," Tiana explained. "You want to be human, but you're blind to what you need," answered Mama Odell. Then she told them that Charlotte was princess of the Mardi Gras celebration. If Nevin kissed Charlotte before midnight, the spell would be broken. The frogs hopped aboard a riverboat heading into the city. Nevin realized what he needed, Tiana's love. He wanted to marry Tiana, and he would work hard to make her dream come true. Then Nevin learned that Tiana needed the money to buy the old sugar mill by the next day. Upset that he couldn't make her dream come true, Nevin went off alone. That's when bad shadows sent by Flacker arrived and carried Nevin away. Later, Tiana saw a human Nevin ready to marry Charlotte. She didn't know that what she saw was really Lawrence wearing the magical charm. So Tiana was sad, but Ray knew that the real Nevin loved Tiana. The Firefly found the frog locked in a box and set him free. Nevin jumped in and interrupted the wedding. The frog and the fake prince tumbled down and ended up in an empty building. Nevin yanked the magic charm from Lawrence's neck to end Flacker's spell. Lawrence grabbed Nevin, but Ray dragged the charm away. He gave the charm to Tiana and told her what had happened. Flacker wanted the charm and promised to give Tiana her restaurant, but then Tiana recalled her father's words about what's really important. The people you love. Because Tiana loved Nevin, she smashed the charm. Dr. Flacker and his bad shadows disappeared forever. That's what they think. The real Nevin explained everything to Charlotte, and Lawrence was arrested. Charlotte was happy to learn that Tiana had found true love, so she even agreed to kiss Nevin to break the spell. No, marriage required. She told the prince, but it was too late. The clock had just struck midnight, and Charlotte was no longer a princess. So, Nevin and Tiana returned to the bayou as frogs and were married, making Tiana a real princess. This time, when they kissed, the spell was broken. The couple celebrated a second wedding with their human family and friends. Working together, Tiana and Nevin soon opened Tiana's dream restaurant. They had everything they ever wanted and, more important, all they would ever need, the love of family and friends and each other.